Barry, why did you decide to run for city council?
Well, I believe I have a lot to bring to the table. 35 years operating a business, 7 years on the planning commission, 2 years on council, an additional 2 years on the infrastructure committee after my first term on council. I do know how the government's supposed to work around here. It's just a matter of trying to get them to work in the same sequence.
One issue that concerns a lot of people is parking in the summer.
Well, there's not a one-step solution. Parking garage is out of the question. People have to realize that we have priced out a parking garage in the past, and they're running about 35 to 40,000 a space. So if you start multiplying that by 300 spaces, our great-great-grandchildren will still be paying for it. I have some ideas I will be glad to share with the new council.
What do you think are the most important challenges for the 2012 City Council?
We're balancing the budget and making the operations of the city more transparent to the taxpayers. We cannot spend more money than we receive in revenue from taxes and fees. Non-essential spending and future commitments for matching funds for grants need to be put on hold until we can fulfill our obligation to maintain and upgrade our public safety, infrastructure facilities, and restore our emergency funds.
About shoreline protection.
Well, shoreline protection is not a new concept. Tybee's been building seawalls, bulkheads, and jetties for over 100 years. Here, where on the south end and the back river beaches converge, you can see the example of several generations of man-made shoreline protection structures. For example, this dune right here was especially built for the recent Miley Cyrus movie as a turtle nesting location and is not a naturally formed sand dune. What's different is that the newer Tybee residents don't know the history of keeping the ocean from reshaping or reclaiming this sandbar that we call home. 50 years ago, there were no dunes on Tybee, only seawall to protect the erosion of the shoreline properties. Supporting all dunes are man-made seawalls, jetties, bulkheads built by private or public funds.
Earlier, you mentioned something about the emergency fund?
Yeah, 2 years ago, the emergency fund was about $2.5 million. Now I understand it's less than $1.5 million. It costs the city about $750,000 a month to operate, and that would provide very little money for necessary emergency repairs after a major storm such as a hurricane.
Your personal priorities, Barry.
Well, a major priority of mine is to proceed immediately with the construction of the new public safety building. Also push to ensure that the funds are allocated in a new budget to maintain and improve the infrastructure, which is the water, sewer, roads, and utilities of this island.